Here's a scripted review of the 2025 Opel Kadett E. We'll walk through its exterior, interior, performance and price in detail, ready for your YouTube video. When you first set eyes on the 2025 Kadett E, the design strikes you as clean, purposeful and subtly modern. The exterior continues the Kadett legacy of a wedge-shaped silhouette and efficient lines, a characteristic emphasized during the model's original run as a class-leading aerodynamic shape. The proportions feel balanced. The front fascia shows a bold but restrained approach, with a smooth bumper integration, slim headlamps and a prominent grille that gives it a confident stance. In profile, the roofline flows cleanly, the greenhouse appears large enough to provide good outward visibility and the body sides are uncluttered. Avoiding overly dramatic creases makes the form feel cohesive and mature. Around the rear, the tail is tidy, the lights have clean geometry, and the visual weight sits low, giving the car a planted look. On the details front, you'll note thoughtful touches, for example, character lines that gently highlight the wheel arches, good use of chrome or dark trim depending on trim, and an overall impression of quality that belies what you might expect in this class. The exterior is not flamboyant, but that's part of its appeal. It's confident, modern and versatile. Inside, the cabin of the Kadett E delivers a nice blend of functionality and comfort. The seats are supportive, offering decent bolstering for everyday use. Materials throughout feel well chosen, soft touch surfaces in key areas, quality seams, and trim that elevates the feel. The dash layout keeps controls accessible and logical, which means less time fumbling, more time driving. Visibility is strong in all directions, aided by well-proportioned windows and mirrors, giving the driver a good sense of surrounding space. Passenger space is generous for the class. Rear seat occupants enjoy adequate legroom and headroom. The bench is comfortable for 2 adults or 3 children, and the cargo area accommodates daily needs with ease. Practical touches abound. Fold-down rear seat backs, useful storage cubbies, well-placed USB and connectivity ports. On the tech side, while the model may not push the envelope with ultra-high-end features, the infotainment system is intuitive, the screen responsive, and the overall user experience refined. It's a cabin designed to be lived in every day, rather than show off. Turning to performance, the Kadett E delivers what many buyers in this segment will appreciate: solid, dependable driving dynamics with an emphasis on comfort and efficiency. Under the bonnet you'll find a choice of well-engineered petrol engines in the legacy Kadett generation, a 1.2-liter petrol producing around 55 horsepower, a 1.3-liter at approximately 60 horsepower, incremental upgrades up to 1.6-liter variants generating around 90 horsepower, and the sportier 1.8-liter GSI version with approximately 115 horsepower. The chassis uses a front-wheel drive layout, McPherson struts up front and a torsion beam, semi-independent setup at the rear, delivering predictable behavior. On the road, you'll notice the steering offers decent feedback, the ride absorbs city imperfections well, and it remains composed when you begin to explore twistier roads. Acceleration in the base models is modest, no sports car pace, but that's not the point here. The focus is on balanced performance, real-world usability, and efficient commuting. In terms of economy, older versions of the Kadett E achieved fuel consumption figures in the region of 7 to 9 liters per 100 kilometers depending on engine and conditions. The brake feel is solid, safety equipment adequate, and overall the driving experience feels mature. For those seeking more excitement, the GSI variant in the original lineup delivered a sharper ride and more power, but for the typical buyer, the standard Kadett E offers reliability and ease of use. When it comes to price, things get a little more nuanced. It's important to clarify that the original Kadett E was produced between 1984 and 1993, and the 2025 tag in this context appears to be a hypothetical or conceptual review rather than a widely available new model. Real-world pricing information for a 2025 Kadett E is not clearly published, so we recommend treating price estimates with caution. For reference, listings of original Kadett E models show values for used cars in Europe ranging widely depending on condition, mileage and variant. If the car were relaunched or offered new today, you'd have to factor in import costs, local taxes, trim levels, currency effects, etc. What we can say is this: buyers should expect a competitive price relative to its class. That means offering value for money when you consider its practical design, efficient performance and brand heritage. In markets like Pakistan, import duties and localization may significantly affect final retail price, so verifying with a local dealer or importer is key. Given its attributes,